Let's take a look at a really classic Jerry Reed lick and turnaround that he used in tunes like Stumpwater and many other great tunes. What it's got going on is two voices or two different lines, and they're going in contrary motion. One is going up, the bass line is what's going up or ascending, and the melody on the treble strings is descending, it's going down in pitch. So these two lines kind of converge on each other. When you put them together, you get this great lick. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at how to play that. The first two chord shapes are a little unusual, but I learned this lick from Buster B. Jones. This is the way he did it, and it really is efficient and helps transition smoothly between the first two shapes. So you're actually going to bar with the index finger on the 2nd fret there. Then you're going to play the ring finger up on the 1st string on the 3rd fret. Now we're only playing these two strings, the 1st and 6th string. We're not playing any of these strings we're barring, but it makes more sense when we go to the next shape. It's so much easier. So we start here. Now the next shape, we're going to just add our pinky finger, the 4th finger, up on the 4th fret, 6th string. And I'm taking off the ring finger now and just playing with a bar on the 1st string, 2nd fret. So there's your first two shapes to get down. And that index finger pretty much stays planted at the bar the whole time. Next up, it's the open 1st and open 5th string. Okay, then we have the 5th string, 1st fret, the index finger, and we have the 2nd string, 3rd fret with the pinky. Then we're going to have the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and the open 2nd string. Just pinching those together. So far we have this. All even quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Continuing on, we're going to have the open 4th string, and then I use the 4th finger here to get the 3rd string, 3rd fret. Next up, it's the index finger on the 4th string, 1st fret, and ring finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Now finally, to get back to our E7, which this lick is in the key of E right now, we're going to play the middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and we're going to do a hammer-on with the index finger from the open 3rd string to the 1st fret, 3rd string. Okay, and that's our final shape there. Let's look at all those in time without me talking. Let's try it a little bit faster in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the basic kind of turnaround lick that Jerry does. So you'd want to practice that to get those shapes down. Again, I'm just pinching 2 strings at a time there. What's really common, you'll hear him actually add some syncopation in that 2nd bar. So let's look at that. He'll often play the 1st bar very straight, all even quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 2nd bar, he'll pinch on beat 1, and then he'll play the ring finger, or excuse me, the index finger on the 3rd string. Right there, that's the end of beat 1. 1 and then beat 2 is just the open D string, the thumb by itself. So in the context of the whole lick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So it's the syncopation between beat 1 and 2 of the 2nd bar. Oftentimes at the end of this lick, I also like to add a little more here where I'm going to hammer on. Then from there I'm going to play the low E string, then the open D string. Now next up on the 5th string, I'm going to do 2 pull-offs from the 2nd to 1st string, 2nd to 1st fret, then pull that 1st fret off to the open 5th string. That. Okay, and that's an 8th note triplet. So we'll have 1, 2, triplet, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Okay, so beat 4, I'm just adding my ring finger on the 3rd fret 6th string. Let's look at that in the lick at the end. Okay, and oftentimes you'll hear Jerry go back into his tune from this lick, like a turnaround. He'll go... that kind of thing. He'll go right from the lick into a pattern. It also works great at the end of a tune. Yeah, that could be kind of the tag lick of your tune. So right now we're doing it in the key of E. And the chords that are really underlying this lick are an F sharp 7, then B7, finally to an E, or E7. You'll notice that the lick starts a whole step or 2 frets. The root of that starts 2 frets higher than where our target is, really. So where our target is E, the low E string, 6th string, here it's open. So if we start that lick a whole step higher, you can see that's where we start our hand position for the lick. The reason I'm telling you that is this lick will work in any key. Let's say we wanted to do it in the key of A. Here is an E7 shape. It's just like the same shape as an E7. It's played in the 5th position with a bar. Okay, but it's an A dominant 7 chord, and here's the root, 6th string, 5th fret. So if I want to use that lick in the key of A, I'm going to start my fingering position 2 frets or a whole step higher than this root of A. So I'm going to start up here on B, and I can start the same way. Now from there we do need to shift our hand back down to the 5th fret to continue on. Okay, so it's a bit more tricky because we don't have open strings and the index finger is having to do a lot of barring, but it's a way you can play it in a different key. So here it is again in the key of A. Okay, let's just say, to show one more demonstration, let's say we're in the key of B flat. So just a half step higher. This is on the 6th fret. So I want to start my fingering a whole step higher than that. I'm going to start up here at the 8th fret. One more time. So after those first 2 beats, then I jump down to the 6th fret with a bar. Okay, so go ahead and practice it first in the key of E, and then once you're kind of comfortable with the phrasing and how the rhythm is supposed to be, which is not too difficult of a rhythm, try playing it in a few other keys if you can, and now you got yourself a great Jerry Reed lick to play.